If you haven't already heard, GobbleGums are returning for Black Ops 6 Zombies. It was revealed just a few days ago over on X by Charlie Intel with this image about the Vault Edition for Black Ops 6. Apparently, the Vault Edition for Black Ops 6 will include GobbleGums. I don't know what it means by the Vault Edition including GobbleGums. My guess is that the Vault Edition will either include GobbleGums that you can only access through the Vault Edition, or the more logical thing that I think makes sense is that it will include Mega GobbleGums that you will get as soon as you start playing the game that you can start using right away. Because you usually have to earn those by playing the game, but I could see them giving you a good set of Mega GobbleGums as a bonus for getting the Vault Edition. But yeah, since GobbleGums are going to be returning for Black Ops 6, and because the hype for Black Ops 6 is starting to ramp up right now, I wanted to make this video talking about GobbleGums and how I would do a system for GobbleGums to make earning them more fun and accessible for all players. These are ideas that I've been holding on to for a while, so I am excited to share them with you guys. Please note that none of these ideas I am saying are officially coming to Black Ops 6 Zombies. They are just my ideas that I think would make the GobbleGum system better, and I want to share them with you guys, and maybe Treyarch will watch this video and actually take some inspiration from it and actually implement some of these ideas. Now, in Black Ops 3, the way we got Mega GobbleGums was by earning Liquid Divinium and then using it to spin the vats in Dr. Monty's factory. It was completely random what you were gonna get, so you had to get lucky to get the GobbleGums that you wanted. And the only way you earned Liquid Divinium was by buying things in the map while you were playing. And it was only every once in a while that you would actually get Liquid Divinium when buying something in game. Because of this, a lot of players felt like it took forever to get Liquid Divinium. So a lot of players just spent money on COD points so they could use those COD points to buy Liquid Divinium to get their GobbleGums. I can proudly say that I never did that. I'm not one of those people that wants to spend money on stuff like that. I'd rather earn it in game by playing the game, and if there's a way for me to earn it, I'm not going to spend money on it. That's the kind of player I am. Now, in the new Dark Ether era of zombies, I'd expect we'd be using Ethereum crystals to buy things like we did in Cold War zombies. So we're going to be using Ethereum crystals as the currency for this system that I came up with. Now, here are the ways that we could earn Ethereum crystals to make the game more fun and replayable, and to give players more to go for. 1. Every time you level up in zombies, you get 1 Ethereum crystal. 2. Every time you prestige, you get 15 Ethereum crystals. I know the ranking system in COD nowadays is spread across all the modes, so no matter what game mode you're playing, when you prestige, you will get 15 Ethereum crystals added to your account on zombies. 3. Buying things in game can give you 1 Ethereum crystal just like it did in Black Ops 3 Zombies of Liquid Divinium. It would work the same way where every once in a while, when you buy something in game, you get 1 Ethereum crystal. 4. Every 2,500 kills you get in a match of zombies, you get 2 Ethereum crystals. 5. Every 10 rounds that you survive in a match of zombies, you get 1 Ethereum crystal. 6. You get Ethereum crystals every time you successfully exfil. The higher round you exfil on, the more crystals you will get. 7. You get Ethereum crystals for beating main Easter eggs. The first time you beat a main Easter egg on any given map, it should give you a large bonus of crystals, like 50 or 100 crystals. But then every time after that, it'll only give you a small bonus of crystals, like anywhere from 5 to 15 crystals. But that's it, I wouldn't go any higher than 15. 8. You get Ethereum crystals for beating every single main Easter egg in the game. And it could be a massive bonus of like 250 crystals or 500 crystals or something like that. I think that would be really nice to be one of the things that you get for beating all the main Easter eggs. 9. You get Ethereum crystals for completing in-game challenges. The harder the challenge, the more crystals you get. This could be daily challenges, weekly challenges, or even calling card challenges. It could be any challenge in the game they want to add crystals to as a reward. It would give people more of an incentive to go for those calling card challenges if they actually added Ethereum crystals behind it. And finally, 10. This is the 10th way you would be able to get crystals. You can earn Ethereum crystals throughout the battle pass each season. The crystals could be spread throughout the battle pass as like part of the rewards, or maybe they can make it to where like every so many battle pass levels you unlock, you get a small bonus of crystals of like 5 or 10 crystals. Like maybe every 10 battle pass levels, you get 5 crystals. These are ways that I feel like if they were implemented in the right way, they could be really balanced and they could work work and make the game fun and more rewarding. Now, obviously, there would still be a way for you to buy Ethereum crystals with COD points for those of you that would rather just buy them with your own money. This ensures that Treyarch could still make money from GobbleGums, but for the people that don't want to have to spend money, they could grind the game and still earn a good amount of GobbleGums. Now, let's move on to how you would spend these crystals to get GobbleGums. Now, this idea I'm about to share with you is not originally my own. I got this idea from another YouTuber named XpertFusion. I saw Mr. T Lexify show this image on one of his videos, and apparently XpertFusion made it, so shout out to him. His channel will be linked in the description. But yeah, the idea is to have a GobbleGum shop where you can buy GobbleGums with your Ethereum crystals. I think this would make the game a lot more fun and give people more motivation to actually grind for crystals. I also think it would be really balanced and fair, as long as the better the GobbleGum, the higher the price. And you bet the really OP GobbleGums like Perkaholic or Shopping Free will be really expensive compared to other ones. It takes away having to get lucky to get the GobbleGums that you want from Dr. Monty's factory. But speaking of Dr. Monty's factory, I think they should still have something like that in the game alongside the GobbleGum shop. So for players that don't have a lot of Ethereum crystals, but they really want some specific GobbleGums that are expensive, they could still gamble them in hopes of getting the GobbleGums that they want. Who knows, maybe every now and then you'll get lucky and get the GobbleGums that you want for a lower price. I would keep it the same, where you literally would just replace it with Ethereum crystals, so you would have VAT1, VAT2, and VAT3, and you could either spend 1 Ethereum crystal for 1 random GobbleGum, 2 Ethereum crystals for 2 random ones, or 3 for 3 random ones. And then also don't forget about the power-ups that you can get in Dr. Monty's factory that can actually give you more GobbleGums if you get lucky, or even give you another liquid divinium, which in this case it would be another Ethereum crystal. So yeah, I think that would be really good to keep in the game alongside the GobbleGum shop, because if there's just a GobbleGum shop, people are just going to keep on going for the GobbleGums they want and keep buying those, and then all the other ones are just going to be neglected. But if you have it to where you can get random GobbleGums, then every now and then when you do go and gamble your crystals, you'll get some random GobbleGums that you never use, and then maybe that'll make you want to try them out and see how they actually work. But yeah, moving on from Dr. Monty's factory, the last way of getting GobbleGums that I would add is Newton's cookbook. It gives the players another option to be strategic with the GobbleGums that they are buying from the GobbleGum shop, because there could be a day where you trade a bunch of licensed contractors for a Perkaholic. For those that don't know what Newton's cookbook is, it allows you to trade GobbleGums that you have for other GobbleGums. And every day it actually changes, giving you 3 different options for trading GobbleGums. So one day you may get on the game and get lucky and be able to trade some of those weaker GobbleGums that you have for some better ones. Now that I think of it, Newton's cookbook could make some people actually want to get on every day just to see if there are any options that will be really good for you. In my opinion, having these 3 different ways of getting GobbleGums will allow players to have more opportunity to get the GobbleGums that they actually want. And it'll give them more of a reason to grind for Ethereum crystals, especially the GobbleGum shop. I actually think that's a really great idea, so shout out to XpertFusion for coming up with that. Over the years, there have been many different variations of the GobbleGum system implemented into zombies, but none of them did it as good as the GobbleGum machine. I think they should bring back the GobbleGum machine and keep it pretty much the same. It was actually pretty balanced in my opinion, and once you got used to it, you could actually predict when the GobbleGum machine was going to give you a specific GobbleGum. Not only that, but the price increasingly going up as you go through the rounds actually makes sense, because then you can't just spam OP GobbleGums and go for high rounds that easily. It adds more of a challenge and strategic aspect to it in my opinion, and it gives you something to spend all those points on in the higher rounds. I also think they should keep it the same, where the first GobbleGum spin of the round is free, and then the second one goes up in price, the third one goes up even more, and then eventually it'll tell you to come back next round once you spin it so many times. And yeah, there should be plenty of GobbleGum machines that are spread throughout the map that are all active at the same time, just like in BO3. I don't know if you guys remember this, but when the game first came out, there was only one GobbleGum machine on the map that you could use at a time. It worked worked just like the mystery box, where it was at one location, and once you spun it so many times at that location, it would move to another one. We do not want that for GobbleGums. All machines should be active at the same time. I just want to make sure that's clear. And your GobbleGum pack, in my opinion, should only be limited to 5 or 6 GobbleGums. Each game you can decide what GobbleGums you want to bring in with you, just like in BO3. I do think that it would be cool if you could hold more than one GobbleGum at a time, like maybe 2 or 3 at the most. Let's say the limit is 3 GobbleGums at once, and you already have 3 GobbleGums, and then you decide to pick up another one. The way I could see it working is that the GobbleGum that you just picked up will replace the GobbleGum that you first picked up. So pretty much pushing the oldest GobbleGum off so you can hold the new one. The main problem I see with holding multiple GobbleGums is that whenever you are holding multiple activation GobbleGums, how is that gonna work? If you press a button to activate a GobbleGum, will it also activate all the other activation GobbleGums that you are holding? The only way to fix that, in my opinion, is to add a way for you to navigate through your GobbleGums and highlight the one that you want to activate and then press the button to activate it. I feel like that might be a little too clunky, so I don't know if they should do that. Maybe they should allow us to hold multiple GobbleGums, or maybe not. It also could make us a little too overpowered if we are holding a bunch of OP Mega GobbleGums at once. But yeah, it would be cool if they could find a way to make it work. Now, I want to keep this part short and sweet. I do think they should bring back OP GobbleGums. It was what made GobbleGums so fun in the first place. I honestly think they should bring back every single GobbleGum from BO3 except for the ones that people never used. I also hope they add new GobbleGums that we have never seen before, and I expect them to do that. I hope they continue to add new ones as Black Ops 6's lifecycle goes on. I also think they should still keep classic GobbleGums. Those are handy. They could keep it the same where you have some that you can use as soon as you start playing the game, and then as you level up you can unlock more classic GobbleGums that you can use. And of course, you should have an unlimited amount of uses on the classic GobbleGums just like before. I think whimsical GobbleGums should come back too, just for the fun of it. I bet if they really tried, they could come up with some really fun and goofy ones that people can play around with. And they could add more whimsicals as the game's lifecycle goes on, just like they usually add more megas as the game's lifecycle goes on. I really hope they get creative and come up with some really fun and interesting GobbleGums for this game. That's my thoughts on which GobbleGums they should bring back and what I think they should do going forward. For those of you that haven't been keeping up with the news about Black Ops 6, these are some of the other things that will be included in the Vault Edition for Black Ops 6. I just wanted to show you guys, just in case some of you haven't seen these images yet, and also to let my fans know that I am keeping up with the news about Black Ops 6, even though I haven't been posting videos about it. I hope the zombies is really good this year, and if it is, you bet I'll be making content about it. Let me know what you guys think about the ideas that I talked about in this video. Are they good ideas or are they bad ideas? Are there any other ideas you have for a GobbleGum system? Let me know down in the comments.